And I'm live. Not too awfully bad, just a few minutes past 8. Yeah, my buddy Doug's here. I've not gotten this watch out in a while. And have some new NATO straps in, so figured I would take this opportunity to play with this for a minute. I need to do a video on these straps. I had this on the Haveston, which I like the design of the Havestons. And I was talking to those guys recently, just out of curiosity. See if I can handle the longer NATOs. See if anything's changed. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could. I'm just not a huge fan of the longer ones. I know there's other ways to wear these too, but this is a nice quality NATO strap. This is the brand here. Wernickehoff watch straps. They sent in a few different ones, made in China, but I think I'll probably keep the Haveston on this one. Probably need to order some more Haveston straps. Yeah, I don't know why. For some reason, I like it on this brown one anyway, so. All right. What's everybody up to? Doug sees the salt. What salt? Oh, I'm a little slow. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's like crazy dirty, and I need to touch it up. I mean, I was using the heck out of this thing. This was like my favorite little knife to carry around. It's still fairly sharp, but it definitely needs to be touched up, and a lot of tape residue on there. So, but yeah, this thing's they're so friggin' light, and they're so like easy to handle and versatile, and it's different than say like the mini bug out is still really sharp and very good, but the Spyderco Dragonfly is still, I personally just think, a little bit better. But I mean, they're both good blades, but the jimping on the Spyderco Dragonfly is just phenomenal, and I kind of like the lockback design. Just a good blade overall. Thanks for that one, Doug. All right, we got a few other people chiming in. John just actually, didn't you get 2 watches, John? Or maybe you just got the Nove. Yeah, the Nove tour watch, yeah, it's strange. But I'm glad a lot of people are getting to experience how strange it is. So, let's see, the Big Wrist is here. Hello, Design is here. Lib Beardtarian found it to sew outside a gas station an hour outside my house recently. You mean like you just found the watch like on the ground, like just chilling? That's pretty wild. Hopefully you can maybe post up and find the rightful owner, if that's the way you found it. Eric Bell is here. Rio Lobo's here from Riverside. Chris Roach, can I ask what's your opinion of the Tudor Pelagos? I love the first generation of it, and I think the more recent one is also very good, but just way too thick for me. Jim C is checking in. My buddy Dane is here, and he's ready to squash some trolls. Oh yeah, that's right. The DIY watch too. So, which that one's actually pretty cool. But the whole point of that one, I felt weird doing that one on a tour, just because the whole point of that one is to kind of build it yourself. So to get one in that was already built is kind of weird. But I did give one away. I don't remember who got that one, but Tennessee Mike's here. John Lee, hey Rob, what do you prefer between G-Shock GWM 5610 and the GWM or GWB 5600? I like the 5610 just for its simplicity and its solar and all that good stuff. Dane, yes, the Pelagos is the killer watch, but you have the first edition one, right? You don't have the current run. You have the earlier one that's a little bit thinner. John says love for the North Flag. North Flag is a killer watch, no doubt about it. Let's see. I did get a postcard. Is this the postcard you sent? Of the Pentagon? From the building. Hopefully I was allowed to show that. That's my P.O. box if you guys want to send a postcard, which I'm doing in my, on the wall here. I think I've showed it. Oh, you sent a postcard from Aruba. That's the only postcard I've gotten so far. So I have a couple more in my work van. I need to bring them in. I don't know if one of those are it. Yeah, Craig, I get you. And I tried one on back when I bought the the G-Shock MRG, which is equally as thick and it's titanium, but that was the authorized dealer down by you, and I ended up buying the MRG, and I could have picked up a Pelagos there, but it was, I don't know, it just didn't connect with me. I don't know why. Yeah. So yeah, I guess I'm waiting on some postcards. I know a few people were going to send them in, but I know everyone gets busy, so I'm not sure where yours is. I mean, it's potential that it got lost in the mail too. So my buddy Brad is here. Be kinder design. Fun fact: the Pentagon arrests dozens of drunk driving every week. People get confused with all the lanes coming out of DC and end up in Pentagon checkpoints. I don't doubt that one bit. That's probably like a traffic nightmare around that area. Design. What do I feel about the red metal square not being titanium? Actually, I think that's kind of a good move because they're blasting us with all these titaniums, but the titanium G-Shocks are, I mean, they're legit expensive. I mean, people were already griping about the cost of just the steel ones, but then you jump into the titanium and they're $1,700. And then even if you buy them on discount, which obviously buy them on discount, don't pay retail, right? Never pay retail. That's a little sticker that Joma Shop sent me. These titaniums are crazy expensive, but you can get a discount on them. But then you go to the steel ones, in retrospect, these are a fraction of the price of the titanium. So how do I feel about the red one? I think the red one's going to look really good for people that are into red watches and they want a metal G-Shock that's red. I guess I don't want one that's red. I think it's really cool and hopefully I'll see one, but I don't really care to buy one. And then Craig, yeah, I've been hearing that more and more. I haven't really studied the pictures, but there are some people saying that the new red one is going to have a little bit of hints of pink in it. So let's see. Stuart's checking in from North Carolina. Oh man, I didn't realize the the shopping channel has the Invicta show going. I don't know how I'm going to compete with that. Yeah, Dane, you're right. There's red, and then there's red, right? There's really good red. No, you know what? I have not done. I think I did the video showing this one and the original camo one, but I haven't done the standalone video of this. I need to do that real quick. To a certain extent, like this one here, I initially didn't connect with it, but I was in the middle of doing the watch fast for the Tudor, and then obviously now I'm doing the watch fast with the Omega, so I haven't even had a chance to wear this. And when it first came in, I was kind of like very meh about it, and so to a certain extent, I've been kind of putting off even doing the video of it because then I feel like I've concluded my time with it, and I don't really want to sell it quite yet. So I want to be able to wear it for a little while and experience it and see if I bond with it a little bit more. I mean, obviously, I've made it very clear that the black, the full black one with the positive display is the one that I prefer. So I think it's really cool, but I don't know. There's something about it I'm just not 100% connecting with. I think I liked the other one better, which I ended up selling to Jerry. So he's got a heck of a square collection going. But Kevin, did I get the pin for the North Flag? No, the previous owner of it is sending it to me. I think he's going to send it out tomorrow because the post office was closed today for Columbus Day. But and I know there was some confusion of people thinking that I needed the spring bars. I don't need the spring bars. The spring bars are on the watch. What I need is the spring bar that goes here for the micro adjust. I need that bar that would go in here, and then this would go in there, and so that's the spring bar I need, the one that goes in there. Okay. I may have something that works, but I just paid $3,600 for the watch. I shouldn't need to scrounge through my inventory, so I'm kind of leaning on the owner to send that in. Which looks like it's approximately 18 millimeter ish. So he measured it for me. He'll get it back, or he'll get it sent to me, I'm sure. He's a good dude. Let's see. Do I still have the... All right, let me back up here. I got missed a couple questions. Hey, Random Rob, what is your favorite location or locations to acquire your knives and folders? Can you show and speak about your black push button speed assist opening knife you use on it? I think it's upstairs. That one's upstairs, so I don't have it down here, but that was a gift from my buddy Billy Bob, and I'll have to find some information on that. Actually, I'm going to probably send that to my buddy. I'm going to send that knife and a couple other knives to my buddy Dirk with his knife channel, and then he can do the video on it, and then I can just, you can just check that out. And as far as buying knives, actually, I've had quite a few knives given to me. Very fortunate that way. But the few knives that I have bought, I've actually bought from Blade HQ out in Salt Lake City, Utah. A couple directly while I was there visiting, which I hope to do again at their headquarters, but also just through buying them on their website. Let's see. See the new Islander, Sarge, Tudor, Ranger looking. Yes, that's actually a really good looking watch. I'm sure I'll get one in at some point. I could probably hit up Mark. He might send me one. I'll do that. I'll hit up Mark tomorrow and see if he can send me one. So, do you still have the Seiko Baby Marine Master? I think the case design will be out of the market for a few years. Will be out of the market. You think they're not going to make that anymore? No, I don't have it anymore, though. Rob, you going to talk about the white G-Shock and the colored one too? Yes, I will be doing a video on those very soon, individually, and then, like a kind of a thoughts process. Basically, those are Casey Neistat watches, and he was one of the inspirations for me to post daily. So remember to do the side-by-side of the Visitor Linden and the Black Bay 41 before you decide to sell. Kevin, thanks for the reminder. I actually need to reach out to the owner of Visitor and see if he can send me one. Do you still have your Hamilton? No. If you're basically, guys, if you're listening and you ask me if I still have a watch, chances are I don't have that watch. John says he just picked up the Zinn Easy M3. Not sure if you've ever checked it out, but I'm very impressed. John, I have not checked one out. Maybe one day somebody will send one in and I'll check it out. Design, should I buy a Tron or that red metal square? I think long term, if you're looking like long term flipper holding value thing, I think the Tron is going to hold its value better than the red one. I could be wrong. Probably not wrong. The Casio looks like a windbreaker in the 90s. I almost said like what Casio. I forgot I actually bought that. Yeah, that's very like late 80s, early 90s. Bobby Legs myself his. Let's see. Yeah, parachute pants, rolled cuffs, bandanas, all that stuff, man. Let's see. Have you ever? Oh, my buddy Jack is here. Have you seen the vintage 1978 Omega Seamaster Mimo? Yes, I just saw it. He posted it up on his Instagram on the time grapher. That thing looks killer. I didn't get a chance to like really look at it, but I think he's got a pretty good price on it too. Let's see. Pale Horse, do you have that watch? No, I have no watches. All the watches are gone. Dave Curtis is selling his Tron for $400. I didn't know he was down to that. I'll buy it for $400. That's crazy. Those watches are going to go up in value. I didn't know he's had that Omega for a while. That's a good looking watch. No, Jack, you don't have to send it to me. I'm not really big into like vintage or older watches, so. Let's see. Ben says, I have hit a temp watch nirvana. A temporary watch nirvana. Rolex OP39 blue dial, Nomos Club 38.5 millimeter white dial. Seiko Tuna SBBN 033 Hamilton Day Date. That's a insane lineup. And the Brew Retrograph, I still want to see one of those. The owner said he was going to send me one to check out, but he hasn't yet. There's a SBBN Tuna there, but the older version. So that is a killer lineup, Ben. CFZ, no, the spring bar. It's not. I guess I don't know how to. What do you guys call it? It's not a spring bar. It's not the spring bar that holds the bracelet to the watch head. It's the spring bar that holds the one side of the bracelet to the clasp, so I can do micro adjust. That's the piece I need. So. Ben, I might take you up on that because I don't know. The owner of Brew like said he was going to send me some stuff, and he hasn't. So I don't know. Maybe he just certain microbrands. I know like their intention is to work with me, but their obviously their main intention is to make money, right? So they can do that as a job. So. They can keep selling them and stuff. So, but like you got like Brew and Visitor, and you got all these other ones that they don't really need help selling them. So, yes, they would like to have a video out there for like the long term, so it promotes their product, but they really don't even need to do it because they constantly just keep selling them out anyway. So, hey, Bobby Legs is checking in. I gotta get this on bracelet to see if I'm gonna keep it or not. Oh, Mark, you have a Brew as well. Yeah, exactly. They don't need the marketing. They're like, I can't pull over anymore. What do you want me to do? Sell more watches I don't have? Das is saying, hey, Rob, any chance you'll be able to review Black Bay 36? I've seen your 41 and it looks awesome. It's just, I have smaller wrists. I think I've done a video on the Black Bay 36. I could be wrong, but. Yeah, these are like 50 on the lug to lug. But because it's an integrated bracelet, it's a little bit different than a normal like 50 lug to lug. It's hard to explain, but so Yeah, it's basically 50 millimeter lug to lug, but the bracelet end links they drop right out, and they're not going to add anything to the width. But then they also, I'm not going to put the bracelet on right now, but the bracelet drops right off. So yeah, I mean it kind of depends on your wrist size, but you'd be surprised what you could, how small a wrist you could do to wear. How tall is the case? It's been a while since I've done a video on one of these. It's like 13.5 mil. It's not thin, but it's not really thick. I mean, that's like diver watch thickness, but because they did a display case back, plus it has the power reserve and it's a three-handed with a date. So there's a little bit going on with the movement there for sure. But I think what the one thing I'm struggling with right now is the fact that it is a 40 millimeter. So yes, the lug to lug is there for me, but it just feels like a little too narrow to me for some reason. You know what I mean? Like the lug to lug is the same on these. They're both 50 millimeter. But I mean, look how much more wrist presence the Black Bay 41 is going to have. Just, I don't even know if the dial sizes are. I'm thinking the dial size is larger on the Black Bay 41, but in the Black Bay 41 is thinner too. So it's the 40. Well, it's 41 by 50, but it's also thinner, and it's like deceivingly thin. And I talked about that in my 5 things I liked about it. It's only 11 millimeter thick. So I mean that's 2.5 millimeter thinner than the North Flag. In weight, I don't know. The North Flag's got some heft to it, even on this strap. Even without the bracelet, it's actually got a little bit of heft to it. So yeah, you know, I have to be careful. I need to give the North Flag a little bit of time, because I'm not gonna have a problem selling it. Like if I don't fully connect with it, I'm not gonna have a hard time selling it. So, but I can tell you this right now, and granted, this is on bracelet, but I mean, as soon as I put this on, it feels like it's at home. And I don't feel that way about the North Flag. Granted, it's on the strap and not on the bracelet, but so I'm waiting to get it on the bracelet before I fully determine that decision. But I feel that same way about the Seamaster. As soon as I get it on wrist, it's perfect on wrist. These tunas fit really good too. I might have to try that new tuna. I know I said I didn't really care for the handset because the handset's more like this one, but it does have the sapphire crystal and everything too. Yeah. So the Oris Aquas is another one. Honestly, the Oris Aquas might be the watch. Like if I sell the North Flag, and I wait a little bit and let the funds replenish and everything, I could potentially go for that titanium Oris Aquas that I originally wanted. So, hey, Knife Watch with a super chat. I appreciate that. Thanks. Did Bruce sell the cement? Yeah, Bruce sold like a lot of his stuff. It's all pretty much gone. Please put on your buyer's list for the. Rio says, hey, Rob, please put on your buyer's list for the North Flag. Oh, put you on the list? Yeah, that list is growing, my friend. And Dane, hey guys, anybody that missed out on the Kickstarter for the Dorenzo DRZs which I still haven't gotten mine, they're trickling in, and I know there's going to be a lot of them put up for sale and everything, but Dane has, I think, the blue one, if I'm not mistaken, and it's brand new in the box. He hasn't worn it or anything like that. He is putting it up for sale. So if anybody's looking for one of those Dorenzos, hit up my buddy Dane over at the Celine Driver channel. Knife Watch has got the mug. Yes, I sent you the mug. And your wife stole it. Well, I'll get some more in. So yeah, you need my. Let's see. Blue, yes. Dane does have the blue one. I don't think there's a bad color for that Dorenzo, because Clayton has the red one, and that one looks killer. I ordered the black one, but it's kind of like black and grayish or brownish or something like that. So hopefully I'll have that one soon. I just sent the Seiko 62 MAS back to Amin that I just posted the video for, but I still have this San Martin. I'll probably do a new video on this because it's a really good representation of that watch. So let's see. Nefarian says you can get the titanium aquas for about 1,600 gray market. My dad was just looking at that of the Pelagos. Well, the Pelagos is going to be a better watch, I guess, like if you're looking at actual stats, and it's probably going to hold its value better. But I've tried them both on, and that titanium Oris Aquas is just awesome. I do wish, just like everybody else, I wish that they would do something better with the movement. But honestly, if I picked up the titanium Oris Aquas, the first thing I would do, if it's not running like really, really good, I would probably just send it right over to Bruce's watch guy and just have him regulate it. Stuart is asking, what do I think about the future value of the Tudor Ranger? I think that's going to be a collectible. And the last time I was at the authorized dealer down in Southeast Michigan, they were trying to give me that watch. Like, they were selling them cheap, so. You know what is Oris doing with their new movement reveal? I don't know if that's going to be a mainline movement or what they're going to do. Dane is reviewing a San Martin right now. I think these are really good watches. I think they're out of the homage style watches that are like this, because there's a bunch of them out there, and I know there's some like very inexpensive ones. I think the San Martin one is a little bit better quality than a lot of those. So yes, it's a little bit more money, I think, than some of those really cheap ones, but I think this one is, you know, a lot closer to what you're going to have when you buy like a Seiko or something, if that makes sense. A little bit of crown wobble, not bad. But nice bezel action, should have good lume, sapphire crystal, you know, proportions, the sizing, everything's good. The case back's kind of fun, pretty crazy, like great white shark on the back. Yeah, I don't know. Looks like a decent watch. I mean, this one's worn and it's got some marks and stuff. I'll clean it up, but let's see. JT. Do I know how many they made of the titanium squares? No, I don't know. And that's the one thing that actually bugs me about G-Shock. They'll just advertise. They'll advertise, blatantly advertise on their website. Limited edition, limited edition. Hurry up and pick it up. Almost like fear of missing out. You better get one now, right? Because we're not going to tell you how many. Like, you can't. In my opinion, I think if you're going to advertise limited edition, you should be required by law to tell me how many. But what do I know? Right. Limited edition does not mean limited production. Oh, very. I'll have to check out the San Martin. I'm not big in buying like homage watches. Like I would do the Seiko one because it's from them to begin with, but yeah, Craig, 100%. Yeah, they need to give us that information. How many did they make? Yeah, the tune is awesome. I got some killer watches out here. I'm going to throw out one out of left field. Back when I was first looking at the Luminox watches, yes, I was looking at Luminox watches long before I started this channel and long before I got deeper and deeper into the hobby. it was almost, I think, this exact model. I'm not sure if this is the exact model number that I was looking at, but this has got to be, I think this might be it. This one was like the perfect. I loved the Papa Red. It had the gray, like almost like battleship gray or dial to it with all the black and a ton of tritium tubes. Yeah, I think this is a killer watch. I'm actually a big fan of this watch. So it has a nice little retainer for the upper keeper. You know, the keepers aren't metal, they're the rubber or silicone or whatever it is. The bezel action is actually pretty good on this. It's nice and solid, 60 click. You know, this is all like a forged, I don't know what they call this. It's a carbon compound case. So I'm not sure what I'm sure they're going to call it some sort of proprietary thing. So, but I think it's an awesome watch. So that's in for video. I got to do that. Here's another insanely large watch. This is the Marathon, whatever, massive watch. This thing is so big. 17 millimeter thick, which is like darn near the thickness of the Tudor Pelagos, is like crazy thick like these. JSAR, thank you. The batteries don't last very long on the Luminox. Yeah, that happens. But 4 screws, pop a new battery in it, no big deal. I mean, it should last 3 years anyway, I would think. Yeah, JT, I always forget that because that's how Marathon does their, I should remember that, right? Jumbo SAR. So it's a SAR and then it's a JSAR because it's the jumbo. I don't know why I can't remember that. CFZ, Rob, would you ever go full-time on YouTube, or if not, full-time as your main job? No. So I have a really good day job and I'm committed to that. So that is my primary source of income, and the YouTube thing and Patreon and all that stuff is all like, I think it's past its hobby phase. I know like my wife still calls it a hobby, but it's definitely past all that. So let's see. 60 very cool knives. JT, how do you like your GWX 5600? Is that what this is? I'm bad. I'm getting bad with part numbers. I think that's what this is, right? GWX. I just bought this. I've had some in the past. They're really cool watches, and I know a lot of people actually buy the less expensive ones. This in the negative display is difficult to read. 100% it is difficult to read. And that was a lot of people's gripe with these, and I think some of that carries over to, you know, the newer negative displays where people are like, oh, the negative display sucks. But I mean, you can see right here how much easier the newer displays are to read in the negative. I mean, right there is a perfect example. Like, it's just so much more legible in the newer models. So I do not care for the negative display on the older models. I can live with it, but it's not my preference. But this right here is just a cool looking watch. But ultimately, I purchased it so I could do a video with it, not really to own it. So Colin wants to see more on the JSAR. Yeah, I can show that. The JSAR is huge. It is a large watch. I mean, so it's a slab side, which automatically makes it look larger. And then look how thick that bezel is. That bezel is thicker than like any other dive bezel out there. Nice bezel action, easy to operate. Let's see, I'll pop it on wrist. It actually wears kind of good. You know, forget about getting a sleeve over it easier because it is like super thick. But surprisingly, it wears fine. Now this one's sized so it fits my wrist snug. It's not tight. It fits, Kevin, Jurassic SAR. It fits snug. And I think with a large watch like this, you have to go a little bit more snug with it like this. Otherwise, it's going to try to rotate around on your wrist. But the way this one's fitted right now, I could wear this. Would I wear it? No, I wouldn't. It's, and you guys know the size. I like the 42, the 41 by 50. This one's just a little too big for my liking. That is a huge watch. And Dane has a good video on the JSAR, so. And I'll do a video on it soon too. But I just gave you the condensed version of it. Cool watch, way too big. But there's a ton of people out there that love those larger watches like that. Dylan says, is Bruce an architect? Kind of. He's like a architect light. He just purchased his Grail for $20K. He worked his butt off for that, though. He did a lot of buying and selling and everything like that. That was all done through, like, proper, thoughtful buying and selling of watches. That wasn't done the way I buy and sell watches. Otherwise, I could probably do it, too. Not that I would buy... It still blows me away. There's no way I would buy a $20,000 watch. Not right now. But somebody someday will remind me of this video, and we talked about this potentially. So, Mike, did Bruce get rid of all his Seikos? I think so. I think he legit sold like everything. Rise Up Light. I buy and sell at a loss repeatedly. That's flipper life, man. That's what we do. That's flipper life right there. That's what we do. Buy high, sell low. Yes, John, his Air King is gone and his GMT is gone. And I know both the guys that bought those. So this package here, I want to open. A little late to the party. I don't want to just slice right into it. Maybe I'll open it up on this. Oh, this stuff's made out of kryptonite or something. So I ordered a couple of watch straps here. And these are custom handmade by a friend of mine, EA Leather Goods. He had sent me before some 20 millimeter lug width, but I needed the 22 millimeter lug width for the Tudor Black Bay 41. So, and the way he typically works is basically you spec out like what you want, but bottom line is when it comes to leather straps, I really don't know what I want. So I said, hey, just kind of pick some brown tones. I wanted some brown tones, a darker and a lighter to go with the Black Bay. So he showed me a few different ones, and I said, I really like the grain on this one. I wanted to see this one. And yeah, it's going to do what I want it to do as well. It's going to like crack up a little bit. I love that. And I forget which one it is. I think it's this one. Oh, man, I could be wrong. I think this leather here is actually from like a Red Wing boot. It's the leather from that, I think. I don't think it's this one. He said one of them. I'm pretty sure it's this one. So that's pretty cool. Which, those Red Wings are USA made and everything. So that's pretty cool. So these straps I will eventually play with on Ken Spears checking in from Pittsburgh. So I will put that on that. I think that'll look really good. Yes, Rob, good question. Rob, ever get analysis paralysis when looking at watches? Too many good options between 1,000. At almost every single price point there, you can get that paralysis or the analysis paralysis. Or the dark one. Man, that dark one would look pretty good too, I think. I think this one might look a little bit better, I think, right now. For some reason, I'm just thinking this one's good. So I will, and somebody asked about the link to these straps. So he gets crazy busy. And I don't know if he gave me a deal or not, but basically I paid $60 each for these. You know, but you spec them out. Like you spec out, like I wanted the stitching up here, up top like this. And then this one, I just wanted the stitching down the sides. I don't know if I have. So here's the 20 mil one that I like a lot that he built for me. This leather is really good looking too for the 20 mil. So I'll probably get a few more from him. I don't wear leather a ton, but when I do, I really want to wear it. Another one that he did for him. Let me go grab this other one. Hold on. Another one he did for me was this right here, which I loved this color leather too, but he custom did this strap for the World Timer. How freaking cool is that? I love it. And then I have that metal case one too. Like it's so funny. You got like a $10 watch and then you throw like a, you know, I mean, super custom like this is probably going to be more than 60, but you know, like I think it's fun just to put way more expensive strap on a watch that costs like dirt cheap. It's so cool. And this is a pain in the butt to actually kind of get on wrist. I still need to break it in, but I don't know. This is pretty cool. This is fun. I'm digging it. So yeah, you got to go on Instagram though for his straps. Just go to Instagram and you search up EA Leather Goods, and you'll find them. Yes, Rise Up Light. Love tricking out Jeep beaters. Exactly. Who asked that? Mike, do I have any Erica straps? Yes. You know, and I haven't been wearing them. You know, this watch fast is like messing me up a little bit as far as being able to rotate through anything because I'm wearing one watch all the time. But yeah, I have one, two. I have three. I ended up with two of these same ones. I think this might actually be Chris's. I need to probably send that back to him. I don't think he really cared to have it back. I think this one's mine. This is like the standard traditional one that you would recognize. And then for a little while there, she did a this limited edition one, which I ordered for my Orange Monster, which is very cool. But yeah, I love the Erica straps. They're very good quality. Yeah, Dane. It's not that I'm not bonding with it. I just haven't had the time to wear it yet. Let me back up here. Like spinners on a Pinto. Let's see. Chris said he killed his Luminox with one light drop. Well, go to Esslinger if you still have it, because I did this. I did it on an old video. I picked up a dead Luminox, and I forget what the movement's called, but you can go to Esslinger and they sell the Ronda movements for these Luminox that have the correct stem, so you can get the tritium tube spacing. You can put a whole new movement in here for like $30. It's not that hard. So I suggest spend $30 and get that thing running again. Or give it to me and I'll do it. CFC, do you have one crazy expensive watch like Bruce's VC that you would like to own? No, I don't. Dylan, are you expecting any good watch deals on Prime Day tomorrow? Yes. Citizen Bulova, excuse me. I'm going to probably keep my eye out for some Citizen watches. I just picked up this watch recently, so I need to do the video on this, and then I got to send this over to Chris and Dane are both going to get this. Maybe a few other people, we'll see. But again, I haven't had a chance to wear it or anything, so it's part of having too many dang watches coming through. So, yeah, I need to just put a box together, I guess, for Dane, so. Rio's saying you like the North flag on the strap. On the strap. Oh, it looks better on strap than than most other Tudors do. Yeah, I think it looks great on the strap, and it feels pretty good on wrist. But for some reason, I'm not 100% connecting with it. Oh man, Nefarian picked up a Bulova Precisionist on last Prime Day for half off. Costs about 150 bucks. Yeah, there's a Prime Day tomorrow, and there's supposed to be some really killer watch deals. Flying Walrus is asking, "Hey Rob, how are you?" I'm doing all right. Let's see, Michael, have you ever looked at Isobright watches similar to Luminox but better tritium and you get sapphire? No, I have not checked them out. I wonder if they have the better tubes because they're all using those Microtech tubes, which I don't know if this one says it on the back. I think that's what that's all indicating, but it doesn't say Microtech on the back because there are some really killer tritium tube watches out there for sure. Let's see. Kevin's saying there's a new green dial Orient Triton with a bronze colored case. No, I don't think I've seen that one. That sounds pretty cool. It's not bronze, it's just a bronze color, but paired up with that green dial, I bet you it looks great. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised. Well, I'm not surprised that more of these watch companies don't use the Tritium T100 tubes because they are probably more money, I guess. And I don't know how much difference it really makes. I do have a really cool ball watch on the way, so I'll have that ball watch fairly soon as well. Oh yeah, I might actually do that. That's a good idea. But I think this is 20 mil. Those new straps I just got in are 22. So, but I could do, you know, the 20 mil. You know what this needs though? Probably needs like more of like a rally strap and maybe a light tan, a light brown, not this tone, a different tone, but with maybe some orange stitching or something. Maybe orange and blue offset or something. I don't know. I don't know that I'm going to do another strap for this. So I might look at a different strap option for this. I don't really care for this rubber or silicone, whatever it is. I'm sure it's fine for most people. I don't care for it. I'll figure out something with that though. Dane says, leave it alone and send it to me. Yeah, I think a rally strap on it would be good. But I might order that one from, I think this, another strap company I like is called Zurich. I don't know who makes them for them or if they make them. But actually, I have one that might even work. Somewhere. Here it is. Would this be too weird on there? That might be too weird on there. I don't know. But this is a weird strap, and it's a weird watch. I don't know. I might rock that. And you can get these in other colors and different stitching and everything on them. These are really fun straps. Dane is trying to shut me down. Oh. I'm hoping, I kept on forgetting. Tomorrow, if I can, I think I've done a video. I've done a video on a few of these. I don't think I did a video on this one. So maybe I'll bust out the video on this one, but leave it alone. Dane, you're just mad because you haven't been able to ban anybody or time out anybody. So these 4 watches here, though, I need to take to another police department. I did my local one, but then I have these 4. There's a smaller department just west of me that only has 4 people there. So I was going to take these over to them and drop that off. So I need to do that tomorrow as well. Yeah, I'm probably not. I might put something on it for the video when I do the video, but that bezel being loose bugs me though. This is a really cool watch. It might not look as cool if I don't have the orange strap, though. But I have this strap. Would that fit in there? Is that a 20 mil? This strap might look better in there. Or even the, what am I thinking? On this would probably be all right. I got options here. I do have options. Is this 20? That's 20. See, that it would be better, instantly be better on this. Is this like a Bertucci or something? And it smells, yep, smells like vanilla. So I might put it on this. I might put it on this right now because Dane doesn't want me to. This is happening right now, Dane. Not Auburn orange, leave it Florida orange. Yeah, you're right. It is not the exact same color orange. All right. I'll probably screw it up anyway while I'm on the camera. I'll leave it alone, Dane. I mean, I'm not going to wear the darn thing anyway, so. It does match this knife. The brown one. The Zurich, or this would look good on there. I think that would look good on there. Yeah, it doesn't match the bezel, you're right. This does though. This matches it. John, which orange strap? This one or this one? This is Erica's original limited edition. I don't know if they still have that color or not. And then this is I believe this is a Bertucci, or however you say it, strap. This is a Zurich, spelled, well, it's Horween leather. There it is. It's XERIC, but if you go to, I think, watches.com, they'll have them. If you go to watches.com and then you search up the Zurich straps, they'll have those. Rob, have you ever had a Panerai on the channel? No, I have not. What about a white and maroon strap? That might work too. Amin says I should put the Bertucci on there. It would be more comfortable. It'd be a better strap, hands down. This strap sucks. What is this one? This is, I know I haven't done the video yet on it. This is a GA 2100 THB-7AJF, otherwise known as, this is the watch that Casey Neistat is wearing on his videos recently. So it has a multicolored, or well, pink and purple mostly, but it's kind of mismatched. Get this thing off here. Maybe I'll do a watch fast with this watch. I bet you I get more. Listen, seriously. I know people are like, "Oh my God, what are you doing?" Right? But I bet you if I wore this for a month straight, I would get more compliments. Whether you can call them compliments or someone go saying nice watch sarcastically, regardless, I'm going to take it as a compliment. I bet you I hear more nice watch from this watch than any of the other watches. I guarantee you that would happen. And most of them probably would be sarcastic. Nice watch. All right, we're getting close to the 60 minutes. What is everybody wearing tonight? Nobody chimed in with what they're wearing. I'm obviously wearing the white dialed Seamaster, and I have to tell you guys, I'm 100% in love with this watch. I feel like I could just wear this more and more. Lazy Beef is asking, liking the North Flag. Probably not as much as I hoped I would. Let's see. Kevin's wearing the SPB 149. Doug is asking if this is a marathon. Yes, this is a marathon. Dane is wearing his marathon TSAR. Design is wearing an Islander 18. Tennessee Mike wearing the Bling Master. Mike has the Phobos Wave Master. Chris wearing the F91 because he's at work. Ken's wearing the NTH Nazario Azaro. Lazy Beef rocking an MRG, you baller. CFC, what? You only have one watch? CFC's got one watch, the Rolex Explorer. Come on. Pito Davey, modded SKX. Andre's wearing the blue Glycine Double 12. That's a cool watch. I actually really like the Glycine Airman. Craig's rocking a USMC Marathon. Craig G is wearing the camo blue square, just like that guy there. Mark's wearing the Seamaster Silver dial, which that watch has actually grown on me a lot. I mean, even from the beginning, I was checking out Craig G's silver or chrome dial or whatever you want to call it. The blue hands with that silver or chrome dial or whatever you want to call it is so good looking. Mark's rocking his Zelos Mako 3 black dial bronze watch. Andrew's rocking out Steinhardt OVM 39. That's classic. Brad's wearing his Clayton GST, he calls it. The one he smashed against the table in his video. That was funny. MJ's rocking a Citizen Bullhead. Sam Yonkers. Real's wearing a nice SKX. Another SKX. Luke, you're 100%, yeah. Yeah, and Casey used to wear this watch back in the day. And then for a while there, he was even wearing a full, well, he had a date just for a little while. He got in a little crash and broke that. And then he, when he moved out to California, he had a full gold Submariner, I think. Kevin's rocking a Seiko 5 SNK 789. Dirk's wearing his tag. Dylan's wearing his broken 3rd gen Monster. Well, it must still work if you're wearing it. AZ's rocking a Black Bay 58 blue. Jordan wearing the Degas Thunderbolt. I had one of those for a little while. I don't know if I sold it. I don't remember who I sold it to, but that's actually a cool little watch. We got a Timex Marlin. Mike has the Golden Turtle, otherwise known as the Girdle, coming in. Amin's wearing his Gerard Perigo. Design is taking full ownership of the only Islander in Aruba. Nefarians were rocking the Zelos Salmon Dial Nova. Those are the newer, smaller ones. Lazy Beef, have not seen my MRG in a while. Well, where you're going to see that MRG is over at my buddy's channel, Desire 68, up in Canada. He purchased it from me. Doug is still rocking 2 watches. That is crazy. I predict a buying spree very soon. You're getting to the season. Let's see. Got a Laco 39. We got an Alpinist. Todd's rocking a Seiko Blue Butterfly Fish. What is that? The SRPD 15LE? I'll have to look that one up. SRPD 15LE. Cyber with the Omega Railmaster. Man, those are really nice too. Andrew's rocking a blue Christopher Ward C60 Trident 40 millimeter. Desire 68 is not wearing the MRG, he's wearing the Magretti, the Cara edition. Kellen's rocking a Vostok. Wow, you guys have, this is quite the mix of watches, really. Cooper's wearing the SPB 143. Yeah. Yeah, Casey wore that gold Rolex and had 0 cares. Like, he definitely needs to wear a G-Shock. Like there's guys like the guy I told the story about that wears his Rolex Submariner and actually works and everything like that. But Casey's like he's just a bull in a china shop. He's gonna destroy things. John's wearing a SRP 779. Yeah, I mean, especially you think about it, those the actual gold watch. It's a softer metal than stainless steel. Um, I think after a year of Casey wearing that thing, he would probably wear through. There'd probably be no gold left. He'd just be leaving gold flakes everywhere he went. Let's see, Nesta's wearing a jade monster. Dirk, we were just talking about you hardcore. Actually, we did talk about you earlier. No lie, Dirk. We seriously actually talked about you earlier. Let's see, shrouded monster purchased from your sale. Hey, Jim, that's cool. Zealous swordfish and titanium. Man, the Zealous titanium. Oh, man. That reminds me. Dane just posted up that video of that Damascus Zealous. Oh, I definitely want to see that one. Hey, Rio, good point. This does kind of remind you of the tuck and roll leather upholstery that were in some vintage cars. That is cool. Good point. Zealous swordfish, 40 millimeter emerald dial. All right, guys, I'm going to kill this. We got to get going here. Knife watch, SRPE 60 on strap. Code gold mesh bracelet. Knife watch rocking heavy gold. Believe it. Just going to take a while. Let's see. What do you, Rico, what do you think about the MTGB 1000 VL you reviewed? Volcano Lightning. That thing is crazy looking. And there's like basically three different models from G-Shock that all have kind of that crazy colorway. All three of them are going to skyrocket in price. Already have started to. They're going to continue skyrocketing in price. Doug, that's right. You did mail Casey a white G-Shock and he plugged my... Did you mail him this one? Is this the actual model that you mailed him? Because he wore it on some videos for a while. I forgot you told me about that. Yeah, MJ, that surfboard is sweet. I think I might actually keep that in my collection. Yep, Russ Rock. He won the Timex roulette wheel. Let's see. Yes, I did see the video, Dane, on the Damascus, and it just makes me want to see it even more. All right, Doug, I'm going to hit you up on that because I do want to make a video on that soon. So I'm going to plug you in that story. All right, guys, it's way past 60 minutes. I'm going to crash. I'm out of here. I'm going to kill the lights. Whatever loom there is, the loom will be. And I'm out of here. Thanks for watching, guys.